From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. But today we start the new season with an AFC West division battle right out of the gate, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Team, we're set for football. And we are underway from Kansas City. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Right to the air. Here's Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Murray. They set up the screen for Henderson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Second and 2 at the 45-yard line.
They run once more with Henderson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. That's complete. Trevion Henderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways. But you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And down he'll go at the 25. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson, 85 yards. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And on Kansas City Chiefs.
Murray going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now it's 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's Murray from midfield. Pass caught by Pearsall. That's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. And the Chargers 44.
Here's Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Murray going to fire one out wide. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
To throw, it's Murray. Now he'll take this and run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Throwing now is Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This one finds McConkey. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. To the air with McCarthy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes you just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is McCarthy. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 at first. Running right, here's Brown. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Motioning to the left is Robinson. Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Chargers are able to add on to that lead. On his loop for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Looking to put a drive together. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll get this out to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 40-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. An inside give, Brown. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Looking to throw McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready.
They will toss to Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Chase Brown from 8 yards out. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
12 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll swing this out to Henderson. And he goes out right around the 39. Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Murray to air it out again. He finds his man, complete. That's steal. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. That's complete to Pearsall. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
Murray now. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Throw left side complete. They steal. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get good on steam going.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
The final shot before break. McCarthy. His throw incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much.
And it's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
It's second down.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
To the left side, he's got McCarthy. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Try! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 28 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Murray again. That one complete to McConkey. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And that's going to be good for the Chargers' first down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line.
And the Chargers first down.
Right back to Brown. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
A gain of 6. And the Chargers first down.
This is Brown going up the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open there. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a give to Brown. Down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
McCarthy operating from the gun. That is caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They give it to Brown. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down, here's Brown. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Touchdown! Pat Bryant from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Tyler Luke sets to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Murray going to throw. And got his man complete. And finally marked down at the 23. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, they'll throw in Murray. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Henderson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. In motion right is Pittman. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback. As everybody was up at the line of scrimmage, he just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
The slot man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Sticking with a pass, here's McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Chase Brown. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring it down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
20 at the 34-yard line.
That's one.
Murray now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time.
Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. McCarthy. And his throw is incomplete.
And their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Let's go now.
Handing it off to Brown. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Big ass, Omaha.
Now Murray off play action. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. first down.
Green.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They get this out left. They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Number 15, Lad McMunkey. A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Henderson will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Looking to throw McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw, it's Murray. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Here comes 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Murray. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Well,
this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Murray to air it out again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
2nd down, goal to go.
From the gun, Murray. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. I mean, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, Shaq.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter play. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
McCarthy off the play fake. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
Here's 1st and 10.
Murray, one final try. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for L.A., it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they go